Man, I had to take a week break from all the videos that I did. I did consistently, I think like 10 videos weekly, or maybe it was 9. But I decided to take a break just to restructure my mind because I had a lot going on in real life, but no one cares about that. We're going to do a review, and that's what we're going to do. I just want to state that I don't know if I should, as a non-psychological, analysis guy, should I try studying psychology and study what the hell is going on with Kagami's mind? I don't know, man. This chapter was very weird in the fact that, it was children killing children, though it was in another world, the demon world. But, it's still kind of crazy how some people can think up this stuff and actually draw it. Well, actually, I don't think Kagami draws it, but still, you know what I mean? It's kind of creepy or kind of weird how, he just decided, oh, in the demon world, I want Mika to kill all the kids. I know there's a bigger backstory into that, and I'm going to get into it, but, I'm just saying, maybe I should study psychology so I can understand what the hell is going on with this guy's mind. In this chapter, there are two Mikas, the Demon Mika and the, what I'm going to call the Illusion Mika, because he's the one that's playing out the fantasies of the Demon Mika, just to keep it simpler for everybody who does not know when I say Mika, 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 and Mika. You know what I mean? Mika? So the important parts of this chapter, from what I can see, was that Illusion Mika decided to stab Ashimaru's face with an Ashimaru. Made this scene from the beginning of the anime or the manga where it was all the dead children. Illusion You, the one that's playing out in the fantasy within the fantasy, so double Illusion You, says that it is your fault for killing us. You're the one that killed all the kids. And then Illusion Mika's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. And then Ashimaru's like, how about we go kill the kid? So, I don't know why, but not by his own free will. I guess he was forced to in this illusionary fantasy. Decides to go along with what Ashimaru says and decides to murk some kids. Well, illusionary kids. But before the murking of the kids, we find out that his deepest, darkest desire is to be blamed for what he did. Throughout the entire story, it was like, oh, it's not Mika's fault. It was not Mika's fault. But what he really wants, Demon Mika, is to be blamed for all the things that he has done. The killing of his best friends, or family, I guess in this case, by Freed. That's what he really wants. So as double illusionary Mika, the one that's playing the fantasy out, decides to call for you, and then the real world you, the one on the stories, real world, not like illusion you, or demon you, or whatever the hell you is right now. Call him human you, but whatever. He is out there in the human world, and he's like, oh shit, I heard Mika. And he's like, we definitely gotta get to Mika right now. He's in trouble. And everyone's like, yeah, duh. What do you think we're trying to do? But then he's like, no, I just heard him right now. He called out for me. And then everybody was dumbfounded. Especially Mahiru and Gurren, which I want to add note was a very interesting face on both of them. If I remember of the meme, I think it was that, oh shit meme.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
When that's what their faces looked like. We found out that Mahiru used a special spell for her to retain her memories, because demons usually lose all their memories once they become a demon, but she's special because, Kagami writes their female leads of the stories, or just female characters in general, really, really strong. It's not like that's bad, it's just, I wonder what spell it was, because that's kind of important. What spell makes you remember your memories? That's like some Ekidona type shit. That Ekidona type beat is what that is. Mahiru and Gurren are hesitant because they think this might be a trap from the first. And it could be a trap from the first. Everybody's double, triple crossing and quadruple crossing everybody in this story. We don't know who is evil because everyone else has a good and bad side to them. And we don't know who to root for because, the main character is stupid. The main feminine is cute and must be protected, but, she has a hard time with her feelings. And Mitsuba's long forgotten, and the rest of the Gurrens, the Shinoa squad, is basically the good boys, Yoichi and Kamizuki, which, have some reasonable lick of sense because, Kimizuki's sister was murked by Gurren, and then Kimizuki was mad and then Yoichi backed him up, which is kind of smart because, you know, if someone crossed you, of course you'd be wary of them. I mean, why not? Come on, you. Get some sense in ya. Regardless, Gurren's the one that makes the decisions because he's the big boy, the big balls, big man in the house, and he says we're going to go save Mika no matter what. You brought up a good point, though, but then Gurren also brought up a very good point. You said, wouldn't Mika be resurrected if he just takes over and possesses him? But then Gurren says, if Mika learns that you sacrificed yourself, will he really be happy? I also want to add a note in that, basically, Gurren, even though he betrayed and, crossed a bunch of people, said, Gurren, educational policy, we go with family and we protect family. Hooray. Gurren's a weird character. Gurren said something really interesting, that Mika's the son of the first, and he's going to be really strong, stronger than any black demon, so be careful, you. That's a very interesting point to bring out about because, you know, from what we can tell, the Black Demon series is one of the strongest series, if not the strongest series in the world of Seraph the Inn. Like, the Black Demon series are the ones that, only, traumatized people are able to wield them because they have to have gone through a lot of weird stuff. Like in the Japanese Imperial Demon Army, you'd have to go through many background checks before you can even think about attempting a Black Demon ritual. So after Yu draws the sword, it cuts to illusionary Mika stabbing Yu, the last kid. And Yu says it's all your fault. The illusionary Yu says, yes, illusionary Mika, it is your fault. After the illusionary murder that happened, the gang, or the demon gang, surround and bully Mika by trying to bind him. But then, Ashimaru hears something. And Ashimaru is like, oh shit, I heard a voice, we gotta hurry it up. And then, the voice, which of course is Yu, says, you gotta stop bullying Mika. Do you want to be kicked out of the family? That brings an interesting point that of maybe people can actually be kicked out of Yu's family. So if you do something so gruesome like, I don't know, anything to Mika, he'll be kicked out of the family. Interesting. But then Ashimaru's hand got cut off. I really couldn't tell what happened, how his hand got cut off, but then we see his stomach splitting open, and then emerges Yu. So what I'm guessing is it just happened, like his hand just got sliced out of nowhere. And Yu says, I'm here to save you, Mika. And then Ashimaru is like, you? I'm sorry for it's hard to follow me with whatever I was saying in this chapter review of My Desire. I really do apologize. And this is current Aiki talking. I'm very sorry if the editing of the video is very poor. I'm sorry. It happened. I'm trying to rush this video out, so please forgive me. To wrap up the chapter, I just want to say I'm very surprised that Mika's deepest, darkest desire was to actually be blamed for an atrocity that wasn't his fault entirely. He just tried playing whatever he had in his hand, but it just so happened that it was a trap that he was playing into. I was also surprised that you could hear illusionary Mika in the demon world, or the illusionary demon world, however it is. I'm just very surprised that you could hear the illusionary Mika. I also want to say I'm very happy to see how shocked Mahiru and Gurren were, because I haven't seen faces like that on their faces. The oh shit faces. Gurren thinks this is a trap, but decides to go along with it anyways, and even though he was a very big, I guess I would say traitor to the Shinoa squad, he still has the balls to say, oh, since you all are family, I'm going to give you a family lesson of we stick together and we help family out. I just found that kind of funny. There was also Shinoa being a very big cutie. I'm very sorry. She's my waifu of the series. She's my number one waifu out of the 5 that I currently have. And I'm always going to be doting on her. No matter what video I'm in, I'm always going to have a Shinoa moment. Also happy to learn that Yu has somewhat of a brain when it comes to family, because he might kick Ashura out. And then he appears in the demon world by slicing open Ashimaru, which was kind of weird. Also, Crew's face in the chapter was my face of the whole 2020 and 2021 coronavirus pandemic. If I missed out anything important, and I probably did, while making this video. Please tell me down in the comments below, and I'll definitely make a follow-up video.